Hello everybody. So we are on, I don't even know what day it is. It's Saturday morning. I had to get up early and do after grad cleanup at 4:30 this morning. Came home and laid down for I don't know how long, a couple minutes it felt like. But I couldn't sleep much longer, so I figured I'd just get up and start on the second part of the basement. So this is the other basement. So it might sound crazy that I'm doing it this way, like this part is not completely done, but because we want to move all the shelves in here, I want to get started in here so that I can get this organized so that we can move all those shelves in here, and then that room can be finished because we'll have more room. So this is the original basement to the house. This has a lot of stuff stored in it. Some things are not ours. Some things are my mother-in-law's, some things are my brother-in-law's, and some things are ours and we're not sure if we're going to keep. So I have a full battery and a full basement. So let's get started. Alright, so this is the door into the old basement. So if we stand in this doorway, we go around. We had the walls, we had like a basement system done before we moved in. So that it wouldn't be like an issue with like mold or leaking or any of that kind of stuff. So we had like this thing put in. Anyway, this is for our dryer for right now because it was vented into the laundry room and it was so humid the paint started peeling. And you've seen those parts in my videos. So this is just the side. It has a bunch of like tools and stuff that have just been there since we worked on the basement in the house. We have toys, which 99% of the toys that are on here are trash. This is all, most of this is all like camping stuff. I think these are like, oh, we have another one of those little mattress blow up things. But this is sleeping bags and air mattresses, tents and everything. So we want to have a specific place for camping things, but we have two mattresses, which I'm thinking I'm going to put them in the other room as for them to like sit on, because we have two rugs in here rolled up, so I think we're going to put those on the floor. So yeah, it's just filled with junk. So yeah, this is an old sink. I really don't know what this came from, but it's just old. Oh, spider webs, can't take it. So this stuff, there's an old thingy. Most of that stuff on there I think is trash, but these are toys. They were all picked up, but the kids kind of went through them. These are old shades and stuff, which we're going to toss. We had kept them so that we could see if we wanted any, but we bought the like the wooden ones. So there's an extra twin bed, or I think that's an extra one, I'm not sure. This is our wood stove. We do use this in the winter time, and we have two boxes that we fill up with wood. We actually want to move those over here so that they'll be closer when we bring stuff in. So we have a bus bench, which we're going to put into the other one, the other basement, so they'll have seating. These are all chairs. These like kitchen chairs are ours. We're planning to keep them until we buy like the folding chairs. So these are ours. I decided to keep them because we have a lot of family functions here. So until we go and buy folding chairs, we're keeping these. This is gonna go, I just keep walking against spider webs. This is gonna be like my desk, which I'm super excited. This is Matt's grandmother's sewing machine, or the like little stand. I eventually want to paint it to like go in a room, but for right now we'll just move it upstairs so I can start putting stuff up there. A lot of this stuff is just like old wood stuff. There's some storage of Matt's mom's. Those two boxes are Matt's mom. The couch is his brother's. The chairs are his brother's. The table's his brother's. Yeah, so a lot of it's just going through and seeing what needs to be gone through. And this room, it's gonna be hard to see. Sorry, this is like a long clip. These are clothes I need to give to my sister that don't fit Hannah for her new baby. We have totes of clothes everywhere, but I thought the light worked, but I have a hanging light that I'm going to put in here. But this I'm going to turn into, sorry, it's hard to see in here. I'm going to turn into like a cold room, like cold storage, where you can put like shelves and put food and pantry items in here. So that's what I want to do for this room, but it just became storage for just stuff. So, yep. Hannah, you ready to get cleaning? You ready to clean?
Let's clean here first.
No, we're not gonna clean there first. Let's go somewhere else. We're on day 2, 3 days later. So the last video was Saturday, so this is Monday. We finished up, took 2 loads, or a load to the dump. 2 loads to the dump, yes. Alright, so we got this portion done all the way down there. So now I'm going to start working on this side, which all of this, these are 2 wood boxes, so I can't do anything with that anyway. I think there's actually wood piled up right here, so for the time being I'll probably just transfer it over here. This is going to my room. The chairs, I'm thinking I might stack them in there. There's no light in there. I have to use the hanging light right there, so I might put the chairs in there. But this won't take that long, and as long as I can get this done, then we can start moving the shelves in here, so then we'll have more room in there. This furniture right here is my brother-in-law's, so I'm actually going to message his wife and see if she wants them, and if they don't, we're going to take them to the Goodwill. But anyway, so we're going to get started. Lots of junk and trash to go through, find places to put things. This might end up being like a little storage area. Or, yeah. So, Monday, let's get started.
And this ball has gotten smaller.
Well, it's just old. so this is the end of whatever, the end of this video. So we have a box in here. This little section I think was cleaned off, and then this piece of wood is the wood that we're going to use to make a transition from our kitchen to the living room. But it has to dry for 6 months. So it has to be, it's raised off the floor, so it has to be somewhere. Alright, so this is furniture. This is all trash, which I can't really get it to my truck to take to the dump because it's kind of barricaded in here. This, I'm 99% sure this is my dresser. I just need to double check with my mother-in-law. If so, then I'm going to paint it and put it in our living room. These chairs and the couch is my brother-in-law's. Let's see, my little desk is right there. There's like a little TV stand that we're gonna clean up and maybe paint to put in the other room for the kids. But the rest of the stuff is going to the dump. So let me go over here. Hold on, that's trash. There's clothes that got to be bagged up. We moved all the shelves over here, which is nice and neat now. This little bed right here is going to go to the dump. We've got the closet. I just shut that because I was vacuuming and everything. I had not cleaned anything in there. The chair's going to get moved in the other room, but it's very heavy. Yeah, so all this stuff is put on these shelves. I did not organize these things. I did not sort them. That will be at a later time. I'm just trying to get it done. Yeah, so this room is done for right now. So we have a dehumidifier going. Let's see. So we moved Matt's paintball stuff all over here. Can you go pause that? We moved all of Matt's paintball stuff here. So this will be his section. This is an extremely old deep freezer. So eventually we want to get like one of those smaller ones that are like $200 or so. So that we can maybe move it into the other room. Because we can't move this one into the other room because it's so big. And it's just too big. I don't keep this much food and I don't want to have something that big. So this stuff, the table we're going to use, I don't know what we said we were going to use this table for. If not, we're going to take it to the dump. His golf stuff. This is, some of this is trash. Like, it's just all compiled. It just doesn't look like it's getting anywhere, but it is. From the beginning. This is what I'm going to be working on the next video, is going through the rest of the junk in here. A friend of mine said she wanted the treadmill, so hopefully she still wants it. But then we set up the little play area for the kids. It's not perfect. It's not how it's going to be, but it's somewhere that they are really enjoying being. So they have the Legos, they each have their own little box of toys, they have a little chair. We really want to get, at our old townhouse, we hung up a little pegboard and hung all the Nerf guns up. It kind of just filled up the space and then it got it off of the floor because there's 3 bins of Nerf guns. So we'll do that eventually, but that's the end part for now. So, and they have like a really old TV. We have an extra flat screen upstairs, but we don't want to bring it down right now just because nobody's down here. I want to make sure that they're not going to break it. So they have a VCR and one movie.
The Three Caballeros.
From Mexico. So they've been watching that nonstop. But anyway, so that's the progress for now. So now it's just getting this junk done. So next week, no, Friday,
Clean down here?
in just a little while, but Friday will be a new video where this stuff is all cleaned. This box is a huge box. It's filled with wires, and it's all copper wiring, and copper wire you can get money for, so that's why it's still here, because we have to strip it. So we'll have to set off like a weekend to do that. But this is all like stuff that needs to be gone through, and you know, just junk that needs to be just sorted through. So this is the product for now.